All right. Well, let's go then. Round 2 with the melted packs.
That's right. If you want to see what happened in round 1, you'll have to catch the previous video.
The very weird, feels like they could have almost been resealed packs, but we pulled a Command and Conquer, so it most likely isn't. Unless someone else resealed it just to have some dope draft experience.
So we've got a dash for the token. Ooh, both sides.
Ooh, sweet. I didn't have a double-sided dash before.
I think that's what we were looking for, weren't we?
Teklo, Pistol, and Cano? Yeah, well, I mean, certainly, I think that's the one hero I didn't have double-sided. All right, well, let's start then.
Generic.
Decent.
Generic.
Oh, Scar worked well for me this last time. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, that's the start we were looking for the deck we wanted to build. Oh, that's so good too, though. Well, oh my lord. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's not that insane, but I have a rare, a super rare, and a foil super rare. Problem is, all 3 are different classes.
Yep, I've got a rare.
Okay, that's sweet. Look at that. Oh, that's such a sweet foil.
I've got a super rare.
Oh, I'm so excited to use this, too. This is definitely going in the Cano deck.
It's my first super rare of the day.
Yeah, you did pull the Majestic, though, so that's pretty sweet.
A shiny rare.
Oh, yeah, see? I'm telling you, Wizard foils, man. Look at them. They're sick.
Wizard.
That's awesome. That's actually worth some value, I think, too, for the foil, because I think I thought about foiling mine out, and it was
a nice little
bit
0 to
pricey.
60.
Okay, we'll
Not
do
the good
that.
one, but
To Ranger again?
it's okay.
All right. Not the best item, but at least we have one now. If we did want to go that range. I feel like well, okay, so there's a wizard deck potential here. Although I also have some really good Runeblade stuff. So I mean that's the red one. The red one of both. Really good. But I did get 2 wizard cards, and one is a Cano specialization that's really good, and then I got a red spell, so that was only pack 1 though.
Yep.
Well,
I feel like that took longer than like last time. Or just in general.
Yeah, it did a little bit than pack 1 in the first part, but that's because I was oohing and eyeing over my foil super rare, and you also pulled a super rare for the first time. Dude, these packs are so mangled. What the heck?
I broke it.
Oh, well, I'm gonna be honest. I think I've done that with all of mine. Oh, well. It's like the pack is telling me that we should be Cano. And,
Is it
and
Cano or is it Kano?
I honestly don't know. Oh, interesting.
Oh.
Kano Viscerai. Oh, you got
Yep.
you got both of them double-sided. Nice. Okay, that's it. That's a decent generic. Decent.
The yellow version of that.
It's okay. Decent.
Generic.
Okay, well, we're building an equipment set here. Oh man, this is really starting to make me think that this is where we're supposed to be going with this. Although that's a good one. Ooh, that's really sick. I am very torn between these 2 right now. But it's still way too early to call. Ranger. Okay, well this is some of the stuff that we need a little bit more of to consider this class. So if the other packs start doing well with that.
That's wrong.
Man, I'm getting so many good ones for these classes. These 2. This is going to be a hard decision, I think. Okay, that's another good one.
Ranger. Oh wait. What's this pile? Equipment. God dang it. That's why I did that. Okay.
Do you have a mechanologist pile going?
Yes,
oh, okay.
I did it because.
Oh, I see what you've got going there.
Mechanologist legs.
Does that foil come to fight? Nice. Okay, we have Azalea.
Zip.
And Dash. Okay.
There's my wizard pile.
Ugh. I hate this combo of cards. That's just not good, I don't think. Oh, that's a decent generic. Decent one. Okay. Well, okay. We almost have a full set We almost do. We just need boots. We just need boots.
Lucky.
Okay, that's very good. That is very, very good. Oh man, okay, well we might be this may be where we're going.
I wasn't paying attention
to
my rares in this pack. So I have no idea what I got.
I was really hoping for Mechanologist, but we're not getting great stuff yet. Although this is improving things somewhat. This is a pretty solid one to push Mechanologist a bit further.
Azalea with a back of
Okay.
Azalea. So that's the third.
These are both decent.
Champion. Is it champion or hero? I forget.
Hero? Yes, hero. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I've got 3 double-sided champions so far.
Oh, this is gonna be such this is gonna be such a hard choice, man. I've gotten some really big pieces for Wizard that's like maybe the only chance it has to work in sealed, but like I'm getting way better. I'm getting decent stuff for Ranger, but I'm getting a lot of good stuff for Runeblade as well.
Ooh, Runeblade equipment.
Crown's actually pretty good too.
There's my rare.
Okay, Plunder Run's pretty good, as we saw.
A Wizard rare.
Well, now it's telling me that this is the way we're supposed to be going.
Ooh.
Whoop. Oh, Crucible. Nice.
This is an interesting foil.
Oh, that is really sick. The Bloodspill Invocation? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I forget if I showed it to you guys. There you go. Here's the...
Decent generics. Okay.
I don't know if you can see
this is some good... These worked well for me last time. Oh, it's my second one of these. Oh, that was a hell... Oh, man. I don't know. Do we have to do it? I mean, oh, this is going to be so hard. I've got 2 really good decks going here. Oh, that's sweet. Oh, wait, that's the full set. Ah, I got 4 pieces of Null Rune.
Lucky.
And the boots are foil. Oh, man. I feel like it would be such a disservice to Wizard to not try it with what we're getting here, but... Although we're starting to get some good Mechanologist stuff, too. Oh, man. Oh, this is going to be one of the harder ones to decide what deck we're doing. Because, like, we have stuff like this. This really fills out the deck well. But then again, we're getting, like, all the good, like, Runeblade stuff. I've pulled, like, 3 or 4 super rares at this point.
I have not.
And they're spread across 2 different classes. It's going to be so hard for me to decide what I'm building. Oh, last 2 packs, give me an answer.
Oh, uh-oh. Our token is a bobble.
Nice, nice. Another rune chant. Pax, what are you telling me? Am I supposed to be the Runeblade or am I supposed to be the Wizard? Are you going to give me something insane like Foundry Heart that's going to tell me to be a Mechanologist out of nowhere? Oh, that's decent.
I have no idea what I'm doing yet.
Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, come on.
But I got a Wizard equipment.
Oh, man. What is this?
These are rare.
Okay, that's pretty sweet.
And that's not Wizard.
This actually works decent in our deck. It's not amazing, but it's decent. I keep putting
my Wizards in my Mechanologist pile.
Oh, man. That's our foil? Okay, okay. Yeah, I really don't know where we're going here. We're getting good stuff for the Mechanologist now, though. I'm going to have to, like, just look at my cards and my curve and just try to decide from there where we're at. Because we're getting... It's like, it's so close to doable. It's so close. Last pack. I don't think I'm a Mechanologist, but I did get some really decent stuff coming up later with like a couple 0 to 60s and zipper hits.
Well, I'm feeling like at the very least I'm probably not going to be Rune Chant.
Yeah, Runeblade.
There's like 5 cards so far.
Okay.
But
I have
two more
amazing.
packs.
I have an amazing pack for it. So it's like, it's so doable. But
Oh, wait.
but it's like I've gotten so many cool wizard stuff that's like, it's possible to be wizard, which just seems like such a waste to not have. I suppose this actually does kind of work in wizard too, so that might help, because part of my problem with wizard I'm seeing here is that like we may have a problem filling out the rest. Oh, that's really good for wizard.
Oh no. Guess what our token is? Put it in the
Bobble?
comments below. It's a bobble.
Oh, that is pretty sweet.
Are there other colors of the bobble?
Probably not on that. There's not other colors. They're all yellow, but there is other artworks for it and other sets.
Generic.
Ugh, that's a lot of stuff for a ranger right there. Ooh, that's not what we wanted to see. We were hoping. Oh man. Okay. Oh, it's not making our life easier. It's actually making our life so much harder. These are insanely good, but so are these. Ah. That's so much.
Talismanic lens. Haven't seen
All
that
right.
before.
Well, that was the last pack for me.
Here's my rare.
No legendary on this end. Or fabled.
I got a super rare.
Ironically, if I pulled a fable, that would have been like a guaranteed guaranteed mage or guaranteed wizard there.
There's a super rare. Oh, and guess what's coming up after it?
Uh-oh.
Another foil super rare of the exact same card.
That was a good pack for Mechanologist right there. I mean, that one's kind of hard to play, I think, because you have to boost a certain number of times, right? But I mean, like
3 or more times this turn. Jeez.
Yeah, but it's doable. And do you see how much damage it does?
Mm-hmm.
But it is hard to have the resources for it too.
Well, how much? It's 2 actually, because it's that one's the red, and that one's also the red. So yeah.
Yeah, I think it's only in red. I needed those though, so that's cool.
Looks like we're doing the Mechanologist, maybe. I don't remember what the other cards were for it. Sick 'em.
Well, I have more wizard cards than Runeblade. Yep. That's pretty anemic, so Mechanologist is my lightest. Oh, can I do it?
Last pack.
Does it work? Ranger was actually up there too, but I don't think we have enough of the big cards. Like we have decent consistency here, but I think, yeah, we have consistency, but we don't really have power. So this will probably fizzle out if I went this route.
Death Dealer with a Viscera.
So yeah, let's just put those aside. We're not gonna be either of those two classes. The question is, are we going to be Runeblade or are we gonna be Wizard? Oh man, we have so many read the runes. Oh man. There's a non-zero number of ways that this just goes insane.
Generic hood.
This is so good.
Ooh. Rare Ranger.
Nice, nice.
Then another rare, but it's for Mechanologist. Then a shiny rare.
It's so hard to
generic.
not run this though. And we have that and we have this.
The problem is I don't remember how the commons are, like how the spread is for the Mechanologist.
The what?
The there were some good, but there might not be enough like overall decency.
It depends. mean, if you have a lot of them, then you can boost fairly consistently. Wow, you really did not get many Runeblade cards this time around. Whereas I got some insane Runeblade cards. Oh, this is so hard to choose. All right, let's do the low roll.
Low roll.
Okay, 7.
Not good.
That's better than what you did in the video that definitely wasn't issues. Well, you got it. First or second? Honestly, they're both kind of good for me, to be fair.
I'll go second.
Okay.
I was going to say again, but again, this is the first time we're playing against each other with these decks.
Well, to be fair, we didn't finish the other game. That definitely didn't exist. Okay, how much damage can I do this turn? This is actually decent. This is a decent one. Okay. All right.
Dang.
Well, Well, I mean, it's not awful. Okay. Yeah, I think this is the right play, right? Although I could just go for that. And that could in theory work well. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think that's what I don't think that's the play, as they say. All right. I'm going to start by pitching Aether Spindle for 3. And I'm going to use Crucible of Aetherweave. Once per turn instant, next card you play this turn with an effect that deals arcane damage, deals that much +1. And I'm going to use the remaining 2 to Lesson in Lava, deal 3 +1, so 4 arcane damage to target opponent hero. And then if it deals damage, I may search my deck for a wizard card with cost less than or equal to the amount of damage I deal and put it on top. And then shuffle my deck and then put it on top.
Which means that's going to happen regardless because
maximum block one of it.
I can block is actually 2.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah, it might be worth it.
But that would mean that all I would take is 2 damage, but you'd still find your card.
Well, something that costs 2 or less.
Yep.
Like the amount you absorb reduces what I can find.
Okay.
Yep.
I see.
So I couldn't find something that costs 3 or 4. So it's probably worth it, pitching something for like 2 or 3 and then absorbing it. I mean, at least you get to draw up too.
True. All right, I'll pitch for 3.
Okay.
Block
2 of it.
2. And I don't think I can use this, right?
What? Oh no, yeah. That's an action.
Yep.
I think. Yeah, that's an action.
Yeah.
So. All right.
Unfortunate.
So you'll take 2 then?
Yep.
All right. All right, and I get to find something that costs 2 or less and put it on top. That's very tempting. Right there. That is very tempting. Ooh, wait, hang on. That's also very tempting. Wait, hang on. Let me make sure that this is wizard card. It has to be a wizard card. Okay. That's sad. There was a really, really good non-wizard card I could grab. Okay. Well,
I'm going to draw up. I'm assuming, would that be the end of your turn or?
it's going to be shortly.
Okay. Nah, I'll wait.
Okay, you know what? Yeah. Stir the Aether Winds. Going on top. It's tempting to grab Voltic Bolt for 5 damage.
This is when I mill you. It's good that there's no mill deck.
Well,
yet.
Yeah. I mean, milling doesn't kill you in theory, but it can.
Right.
But it can. As the last sealed game showed that it is very, very possible to get milled to death. Mm-hmm. Okay. That goes on top. I'm going to end my turn, arsenal a card.
Draw up.
Draw the card we put there. that's really good. Oh wait, that goes on the bottom.
Okay, so I'm gonna play.
Locked and loaded, locked and loaded.
Lead the charge.
Okay, so the next thing gives you... Okay, yep.
Then locked and loaded.
Uh-oh. Yep. So that gives you... Yep, so you gain an action point right now. So you have 2. Because locked and load goes again.
Yep.
Yep. So the next attack's going to be +2. Well, your next mechanologist attack action card. I'm sure you don't have many of those in your deck.
I'll pitch a Foresight
Mm-hmm.
to play Zipper Hit.
Okay. So what's Zipper Hit do again? Okay. What do you... Oh, is this the card from before?
What?
That was the card from before.
No, I just pitched. Did I?
Yeah, that was the one from before. That was the pitch
Okay.
3. You haven't needed to pitch anything yet. That's why I knew.
Yep.
Pitch 2, Zipper Hit, you'll have 1 extra. Are you boosting? Oh, wait, no. You don't need the boost, because you already have the extra action point.
I don't need to boost,
Because you have one remaining
but I could
resource
boost
floating.
to get an extra resource in case you have a reaction.
That's true.
So I think I will boost.
Okay. Yeah. Ooh.
It's not a good one to
All right.
to boost.
Gain a resource. And you're
This is-
swinging for 7.
Yep. I think that's my only 0 to 60.
I will take the 7. Down to 8.
All right. Did I?
Not yet, but you can. Put a counter on it, remove a counter on it.
Mm-hmm.
Swing for 2.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
2. I was thinking of a different card.
Take the 2 down to 6.
So.
My turn?
Yep.
All right, well, you get to draw back up then. Alrighty then. That was bold and probably stupid of me. But I'm going to pitch Fervent Forerunner for 2. And I'm going to play Stir the Aether Winds. You may play your next wizard non-attack action card this turn as though it were an instant, and if it has an effect that deals arcane damage, instead that effect deals that much arcane damage plus 1. Then I'm going to pitch Aether Flame for 2, and use one of them to activate Crucible of the Aetherweave. The next card you play this turn with an effect that deals arcane damage deals that much plus 1. I'm going to pitch Scalding Rain for 3, and I'm going to cast Forked Lightning, so it deals 2 arcane damage and then deals 2 arcane damage. So each one gets boosted twice, and that's 4 and then 4.
So 8.
8. And it counts as 1 source. 8 damage coming at you. And you can block 2 of it.
If I so choose.
Yes. That is up to you. And then I have to somehow survive next turn. But I played both of the really good cards that I pulled of Lesson in Lava and Forked Lightning. And Forked Lightning is the entire reason we ended up playing Wizard. Because it is the one of, if not the straight up best Wizard payoff. But I had to block with nothing to generate all of that resource. And I didn't want to fire off Forked Lightning without Crucible of Aether weaving it, which may have been my undoing, but we'll find out.
Now here's a conundrum.
Yep.
But I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna pitch my Aether Sink.
Okay, for 2.
Uh-huh.
And activate Arcane Barrier?
Yep.
Both of them? Alright. Take the 6 then.
I don't know if that was worth it.
Probably. Probably. Right, that goes. And then we will do this. Actually, we'll do that. All right, draw back up, and it's your go. Can I live this turn? Wow, that's actually pretty funny. Okay. Oh,
Okay.
that's a little problematic.
I will.
Oh, and your Aether Sink's gone. Aether Sink goes on the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
I'm messing with you by making you spend stuff on my turn. All right. Pitch and come to fight for 3. Yep. Am I dead?
I don't think so. I will play Throttle for 2.
Okay. For what? Oh, yeah. So 5 damage coming at me? Are you boosting?
Yes, I will boost.
Okay. So you boost. Whiff. All right. But if you hit me with it, you can crack the boots, correct? Or no, when you boost, do you want to crack the boots to give yourself an action point? And you do get 1 resource. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so you gain the action point.
Do I get a resource? Or from this, right?
You get a resource from that, yes.
Crack
And that gives you an action point. And you're swinging at me for 5, which is close to lethal. I'm going to crack Talismanic Lens. Actually, wait, no, I can't do that. I have to declare blocks first before I can activate an instant. So if I block for nothing, I take 5 down to 1. And then you pistol me for 2, which I do have to block. You're at 12?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no blocks.
No blocks?
Yeah. Go to reaction step. Do you have an attack reaction?
I do not have
Okay.
an attack reaction.
Then it goes to me. I'm going to crack Talismanic Lens. Op 2. Okay. Oh, wait. Yes. Perfect. All right. I'm going to then pitch Ravenous Rabble for 3 to activate Cano, so I can reveal the top card if it's a non-attack action card. Oh, wait. Oh, no, that doesn't work then, right? Okay, hang on. I have to think about how to play this game. Okay, I have to bottom that then. Right? I have to bottom that. Or else problems for me, unless I want to keep that for later. No, I don't think that's really... Yeah, I don't think I can play that way. Okay, yeah, bottom that. Then pitch Rabble, activate Cano, look at the top card. That is a non-attack action, technically speaking, correct? Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to banish Enchanting Melody. Awkward. And then I'm going to pitch Fervent Forerunner for 3. So I have 1 left, and I'm going to play Enchanting Melody. So it's a generic action aura. If your hero would be dealt damage, instead destroy Enchanting Melody and prevent 3 damage of that from that source.
I think I pitched that at some point in a previous game.
Possibly.
You can tell me by going and watching the previous video and
So
commenting on this video.
I have 1 left. Okay, yeah, so let the attack resolve.
All right.
This sacks itself. I take 2.
Take 2. All right. My next action
Yep.
will be to hit you for 5.
For 5?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have to block it or I'm dead.
Mm-hmm. With a back alley break line.
Okay,
I actually cast it instead of...
block 2 of it.
Okay.
Take 3.
Down to 1.
And you have no more
I
action
have
points.
no more action points.
Okay, yes.
And no more resources.
Yes, take it down to 1. Okay.
Unfortunately, that was not a boost.
Okay, let's go to the bottom.
This goes to the bottom.
That's unfortunate.
I dropped to 4.
All right, I'm gonna end my turn. Drop to 4. I think I'm dead.
Oh.
I fizzled is the problem here.
Okay.
I fizzled. I needed it to work a little bit better. And unfortunately I didn't flip damage cards, which is what we were actually looking for. But I don't think it was good to arsenal the card that I had in my hand. Yep. So, yeah, it's your go. Can you kill me?
I think so.
That seems very believable.
Ugh.
How many things can I do here? Question is, can I kill you? Not likely, but it's theoretically possible. Deciding just how you want to murder me? Okay. I think I have to just spin it to win it, is where I'm at.
This is kind of useless, because... Okay.
Man, that would have been so much better if that was still on top of my deck. That would have been so good if it was on top of my deck. And it's so bad that it's not on top of my deck and that's in my hand. My hand is not where I wanted that card to be.
So we'll pitch for 3.
Yep. Sunkiss for 3. Yep. What you got?
And then I will zipper hit.
Okay, for 4?
Yep.
Chances that I can do 12 damage to you before that hits me, very, very low. But we're going to go for it.
Okay. I am boosting it.
Okay.
Should I boost first?
Yep, you boost first. You boost as you play it.
Yep.
Hits? Dear Lord.
My cognition
I mean, I can't...
rules.
My chances of living through this turn is incredibly low. So I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to pitch, lead the charge for 3, and look at the top card of my deck. That's unfortunate, but I'm going to banish it because I have to get rid of it. It's another lead the charge. Okay, well, I'm going to banish Vigor Rush for 3 to look at the top card. It is a non-attack action, so I'm going to banish that.
So this gets destroyed, by the way.
What?
My hyperdriver.
Yes. Yep, and you gain a resource. And I think I am dead now. I think I'm officially dead now. So I'm going to pitch this for 1, activate Crucible, so the next thing deals 1 more, pitch Voltic Bolt for 3, and I'm going to Voltic Bolt you for 5.
And then you die?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And you can just take 4, in fact, by using the Arcane Barrier off the 1 resource
Then
you
I
gained.
hit you for more?
Yeah, yep. I was incredibly likely to be dead here. Maybe the Forked Lightning turn was a bit greedy. And I just got kind of unlucky with my Cano flips, too. Like, I needed this to be something better. Like, part of the problem is one of the cards I was holding was Aether Flare. If that was, like, the top of my deck, then things start getting a lot better. Because that deals 3 and then boosts the next thing afterwards. So I needed something like that to kill you. But, unfortunately, didn't get there. So, Dash wins this round. And we stay even in win-loss again.
Yeah.
All right.
Except for that game that didn't happen.
Well, yeah, I mean, that was the game I was going to win. Yeah.
You don't know that. I hit you a lot. Well, actually...
Honestly...
How much did I hit you for?
7.
So
that one was like... It was about even.
Yeah, I guess so.
You hit me for... Oh, no, because I blocked most of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you swung for a larger hit, but I blocked it. Whereas
Yeah,
this time around, I didn't block. I just took it.
And if you want to watch that game, you can't because there were technical difficulties. That's what we're going with.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess why don't you start us off then this time around?
All right.
Because you won.
Yes, I did. Okay.
Very handily too.
So-
I suppose the quick aside at the beginning, we did have another game where it did not start recording, and so for reasons that need not be mentioned. So we missed that game, which would have been a much cooler game in the sense that you had, what was that, a nine or 10 damage turn one?
I think so.
It was 9. It was 9, and I blocked 6 of it.
Yep. Because I had, what was it?
It was locked and loaded,
Yes.
and then...
Yellow and red, locked and loaded, and then I 0 to 60.
Oh, it was a boosted
So
0 to 60,
It was essentially 0 cost for 3 cards.
Yeah, it did a ton of damage, but
And I had an extra
I did
card.
also have a better hand because I was able to block because I was going second,
Yep.
and I hit you on turn 2 because I flipped into something good that I could cast, but regardless,
So this was like a mechanologist deck, and the way I figured it, I started off with the hyperdrive. What is it?
Hyperdriver.
Yeah, hyperdriver. I also had the Aether Sync, which I could have started off with to play more defensively, but I
Yep.
figured hit you hard, hit you fast, because you're going to hit me hard, and I can't block it.
Yep.
So I might as well, if I'm going to be defensive, that's just going to, like, I'm going to die slowly.
Well, definitely trying to race me seemed to work pretty well there,
Yep.
and honestly was looking pretty good in both games too. So
I mean, technically, health-wise, we did about the same amount of damage. It's just because you started off
because
with less
you went
health.
down to like 8, I think.
Yep.
So you still win that race even if I had 20 health.
Yep.
But I had you within 3 points
Yep.
essentially. But yeah, it's close. Close only counts in horseshoes.
Yep. And so this was essentially like half the deck was Mechanologist because I only had like 16 Mechanologist cards.
Mm-hmm.
And the other half were like all Opt, which ironically I never saw any of it, never used any of it.
No, you saw some of it. You boosted once and it flipped to Whispers, which was bad.
Yeah.
You saw it once.
There were some unfortunate boosts.
Which forced you to
be
crack
expected
the
when-
boots, which is kind of why I went to try and kill you, is because you cracked your boots, and I'm like, well, there's one less arcane barrier,
Yeah.
let's go for it. Which did not work for me well.
Nope. It's unfortunate I didn't get to see my red Whisper, because that's like Opt 4. And that would have been like, that would have set me for the rest of the game.
Yeah. We didn't get to see maximum velocity either, which I figured would never happen, but
Yeah.
I really wanted to believe in that dream.
I have 2 maximum velocities in this deck for no reason other than they're
I mean, you have
Mechanologist
them.
cards.
Yeah. How many 0 to 60s did you have? Just the one?
I only had the one this time.
Oh, no, you had 2. You had 2.
Did
You
I?
had the yellow as well.
Okay, so I had 2.
You had the red and the
Right.
yellow. So, in theory, you did have a 0 to 60, pitch 3, zipper hit, maximum velocity. If you and again, you're probably arsenaling that maximum velocity anytime you find it and can't get rid of it.
Right. And you know, in an unrecorded game, I think was that a pre-built deck you made?
Oh,
For a mechanologist?
Yeah, it was the budget decks. It was the $10 decks that they have. I think they were the lists off Fab.
I think
like
those are
they're-
technically slightly
official
better
ones.
because of how many 0 to 60s are in that.
Oh, well, that deck is like all mechanologist cards, and,
Yeah.
and there's a few non, but they're all back alley
Right.
break line, so it still works. So you always get the extra attacks.
So that one, the pre-built deck is
Yeah.
smoother, obviously,
Which
than the
is
sealed
kind of
deck.
the case for both of our decks too, because Wizard it really needs that constructed.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't regret playing it because this is the best chance that like Wizard was ever going to do well in sealed, which why I felt I had to run it because I pulled the Forked Lightning, I pulled Lesson in Lava, I had double red Voltic Bolt, so I had all of the payoffs necessary. And I had a decent number of things like Stir the Aether Winds that synergized well with it, but the problem is without things like Cindering Foresight and all that to let me use multiple actions a turn, like it just didn't quite work out. And since you were racing me, like if it was a bit slower, there were some crazy turns I could do with things like lead the charge into an action card to get 2 spells in a turn, but like since it was so hard for me to do that, stuff like Aether Flare and other things that do low damage, but like boost, like Aether Flare deals damage and then boosts the next attack.
Yep.
But since I couldn't actually cast it and another attack because it's an action as well, that kind of was the luck of the draw, is I didn't have any ways to kind of... Because if I had wizard equipment too, it would get a little bit better, but I didn't have any of that, which is also kind of the advantage with the pre-constructed deck. Because I do have a Cano deck that's actually the good Cano deck, but I really wanted it to work. I had to go for it, and I was a little bit too aggressive probably. Like I should have blocked instead of saving that pitch 2 so that I could use Crucible of Aetherweave to do more damage. Yep. But I wanted the 8 damage Fork Lightning rather than the 6. So that was probably a mistake on my part. But just in general, it is very hard to make the Wizard Seal deck work because it is so synergistic, and we were missing all of the synergy pieces, kind of.
Yep.
I mean, I could have done the rifting turns, like rifting into cast, which is probably something I should have been looking to do a little bit better because that does kind of work for the deck. And then just in general, I had really bad Cano flips. Like at one point, I flipped Absorbent Aether, and I was super excited because it's a fairly cheap defense reaction that boosts the next thing. So I thought I was like, oh, I can just banish this and block for 4, but I'm like, oh, it's not an action card, so I can't banish it. I thought about leaving it on top of my deck just to draw it, which may have been good if I did that, but yeah. Yep.
Structure-wise, I only had 5 blue cards. And the rest was half red, half yellow.
Yep. Our decks are opposite. I have very few reds and a ton of blue.
Yeah. Luckily, Mechanologist is like mostly low cost, 0 cost.
Yep.
So it didn't.
Yeah, it's kind of the opposite,
end.
or the same thing as the Ranger deck that I played, where it was like everything's cheap.
Yeah. So essentially, like when I had a blue card, I would just pitch it, and then I could play a bunch,
everything.
Everything. I could play my whole hand.
Yep. Whereas for me, all of my stuff's very expensive too, so it's like it's even harder to do multiple things turn, because like to activate Cano it costs 3, then to play the thing he finds it also probably costs 3, and I didn't find the good generics like you did. Whispers would have done so much for my deck, but sadly we did not get there. But
the other half of the generic was basically,
and I didn't see my Fave Four Scenes,
like buffs that I could play beforehand for cheap, like 0.
And if I found more Fave Four Scenes, it would have been a little bit better too, because I only had the 2. Because then I can block with them and opt, so I can see if it's worth flipping my Cano instead of just blind flipping like I did. But
it would be interesting to see how this would have gone if I had played defensive, but I feel like I would have lost.
I think racing was your best bet here, because like it's kind of hard to race the Cano deck normally, like if it was constructed, but in sealed, I'm going to be a lot less consistent and able to do a lot less things in one turn. So I think that ultimately pays off in this situation. I would have had to really hit the nuts to have a deck that was going to be able to race very well.
And the only way I could have played defensive, because the Aether Sync, you have to like
Ophidia, that would work.
You have to like pay 2 each turn, and that's if it has counters on it.
Yep.
And I
so you have to keep reloading the sync. So I think in the end you had enough Arcane Barrier.
It only starts with 1 counter, and the only way you can get a counter on it is
by paying.
By paying and using an action too.
Yep. I think you went with the right choice.
Yeah.
I think Hyperdriver and just going aggressive was the better line. Certainly worked this time. So.
Yep.